like to think so. I mean, there's still some areas that we can look back and try to improve on, especially when you get 4 or 5 wickets. Not letting the lower order get away with a few runs in the later half of the innings is something that we can still identify and work on in the next 2 games as well. But yeah, all in all, I think playing test cricket after Feb is when we played last. I think from then, having played so much one-day cricket and not having the time to prepare so much in between, I think from that point of view, it was good to get back into the groove and do the things that are supposed to be done to win a test match. So yeah, you can say from that point of view, I feel that we had a pretty good game. I wouldn't say that we don't have areas that we can look to improve on. As I mentioned before, we always look for things that we can still improve on. But yeah, very happy with the first game. Definitely. Last time when we played here, I think the surface offered much more to the bowlers. It kept the bowlers in the game throughout, the quicks and the spinners more so. This time around, the wicket was really good to bat on. I think even till today, it was, if you applied yourself really well, then you could easily score runs on that surface. So yeah, we had to work hard for getting all the wickets that we did. I think the bowlers came up with different plans and they persisted long enough to get those breakthroughs, and that's something that always helps. At the beginning of the series, if you get a victory like that on a surface that's not offering much, then that really gives the team confidence of doing it once more if we get a surface like that again. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't looking at things from that point of view. I think people on the outside start counting the number of innings when a batsman doesn't score well. But for us as batsmen or anyone playing in the 11, it's all about what the team wants at particular situations, and you end up scoring runs as well, and plus you end up helping the team also. So I think the second innings required us to play a bit more positively, and I'm glad I was able to do that along with Abhinav. To get us enough time to get the opposition out and enough runs on the board for us to feel comfortable. So yeah, I mean, I certainly wasn't looking at things from how many innings I haven't scored, because when you're playing all formats, you don't think of which format you're not scored runs in how many innings. You can't utilize so much energy in that. So, but it always feels good to get runs, and especially when the team wins. He definitely has. I mean, first innings he didn't get opportunity to bowl much, but I think in the second innings he really bowled nicely on a wicket that wasn't offering much, and he kept it in the right areas. He used the bouncer well. He bowls around 135. When he bends his back, he can go higher. So he's a great asset. I've mentioned this before also, and especially his batting. I mean, otherwise we would have been 540, 550 in the first innings. He got 50 quickly, and then that saves you time as well. That gives you another 15 overs to bowl at the opposition. So and his fielding is also tremendous. So I've mentioned this before. I have a lot of faith in him as far as any format is concerned. Test cricket, he's got the technique. He's a really good batsman. You might not look at it precisely, but we understand how much he can bring to the table, and I surely have a lot of faith in him that he'll be able to perform on any surface that we play. Yeah, at home it's been different, but I think when you play away from home, that one guy gives you a lot of balance, and I think Hardik can be that person for us going ahead, especially playing so much cricket away from home now. If he grows in confidence, then you see someone like Ben Stokes, what he does for England, brings in great balance as an all-rounder, and I see no reason why Hardik Pandya can't become that for India. I wouldn't say. I don't think they were reckless at any stage. I mean, there were a few unfortunate dismissals. If you see Taranga's dismissal in the first innings, Angelo was going well. Then he really hit that ball well. Could have gone anywhere. It just went straight into my hands. So these things happen in the sport, and then obviously as an opposition, when you're playing good cricket, you will capitalize on those situations. And that's why we are where we are in, you can call it the rankings or however we are playing at the moment as well, because we are able to capitalize in those situations and really put more pressure on the opposition. So we are waiting for those opportunities. So when we get one, we really squeeze hard and try to get 2-3 more, and that's how you win test matches. So we've created that habit, and now everyone knows. Once you get a little opportunity, then you really put more pressure on the opposition. So I would say that we, really executed our plans well, and that forced the opposition to make mistakes regularly. Well, at that time, it was, more of talking a lot about plans and planning a lot about how to go a certain way against a certain player. Now I think guys are very comfortable with their skills and how they have to bowl and where they have to bowl and what fields they want. So that I think is the biggest change that I see. They're more confident in their own abilities because of having performed consistently in the last 2 years. Plus, they know what they have to do on the pitch to get people out now. I think, which is the most important factor, especially in Test matches. If you're not getting wickets, then how to contain runs, or how to create opportunities to get wickets. And even batsmen have become smarter now. You don't necessarily need to tell anyone how to bat or how to plan an innings. They understand, they prepare themselves really well. So I think guys have become more professional in the last 2 years, and they understand how Test matches are won. And that understanding of the game is something that has really come a long way in the last 2 years. Yes, it's a very tricky situation. We got a fourth guy who's a regular opener for India who's not fit. We got all four openers firing now. Shikhar was supposed to go to Melbourne. Now he's got a 190 in goal. So anything can happen in life, and yeah. So let's see how we decide on these things in the next 3 days. It's going to be tough, but it's something that you any day you would like to be in this situation rather than having guys that are not scoring. I'm happy for both these guys who've done well. KL is obviously a champion player as well. So yeah, we'll have to eventually take a call on who plays in the next test, and I'm sure the third guy will understand whatever the call is taken by the team.